Yo, so check it out, man. I got a little treat for y'all. Hopefully, I don't think many people have seen this, so hopefully y'all subscribe to this channel and we can get this video some love. This is just a throwback. You know, I'll be on my freestyles, man, and if you've been watching for a while, you know I'm down with those lyricists, you know what I'm saying, and true lyricism, but not only just lyricism as in putting together great words, but also just your swag and your style and really just making it your own when you're on the microphone, you know what I mean? And going back to the Def Squad, we got Redman Keith Murray freestyle, you know what I'm saying? And this freestyle I picked in particular because you don't hear freestyles like this much anymore, because I want to say both of these are acapellas, which nobody does acapella freestyles hardly anymore. And then you know that both of them are just not sporadic, but just of their own lane so much that it's such a distinct difference between the two MCs putting on a performance. So I don't want to say too much. I think just watching it kind of gets across a lot of what I be talking about. But just having fun with it and, you know, coming correct, man, but just in a flow, man, and not for the sake of competition, not for the sake of blowing up, but just for the sake of the art and the sake of hip-hop, man. And you know what I mean? Let's click play and see if we can get in it, man.
Fire, and everybody just clap your hands.
You don't get it like this. The underground mix. Shout out to the old school on that. That's hard.
Oh yeah, we back on the mix. This is Vision, your hip-hop voice, giving it to you straight from the streets, where every other show can't even place their feet.
I don't know when this dropped. If it's Def Squad, it's gotta be like 94, 96 maybe. It's real early 90s, man, obviously, but it's a little bit, it's kind of towards the mid area, I believe. Cause, well, Eric Sermon, you know, he EPMD, but this is them on there. He signed both Redman, I believe, and Keith Murray. So they was on till about 91 or so, and then Redman dropped What the album in 93 or 94. So it's got to be around then.
While niggas was out on the corner flipping birds, I was in the house typing lower thirds. True to this? Hell no, we not new to this. Representing this game, not for the fame, but now it's time for everybody.
What was I talking about? Authentically original, man. That's what we need, man. That's what we need back.
To know our name.
I don't really remember feeling like this.
Hey, yo, check it out. Hey, yo, check it out. I rule the world like Curtis Blow with my afro blown out. I'm toned out the frame, drum style stagger like Ned DeWino. For black albinos, I'm like suicidal albino. The type of antidote you had to keep away from minors. And I'm the promise rhymer. Check my steeds, my vocals are like vaginas, wet in the seas when they open. My identities blows facilities. Two enemies, please test these abilities. A rugged, plus pack of 24 studded. Carrot automatic 45 nigga slugger. So ring the alarm when your TV is on. I react freaky to songs when bitches see me perform. Bitches get wet, then I inspect them like that check. My resume says I strictly break vertebrae. Bones, backs, chicky eye like Japs. I blow states off the map just by eye contact. Crank up the bass while I stake up the place with lyrics that's rougher than Shabba ranks at the face. Lyrical get stuck.
Yo, and hopefully you already know what it is with that, man. Like the lyricism, just the in the zone focus, you know what I mean? And that's what's crazy to me. It's like rappers is losing focus nowadays. And when every time I think of my MCs that really be going in, man, it's focus. It's focus, and I'm targeted. You know what I mean? To whoever in the vicinity. You know what I mean? Like, man, real hip hop to me, man, real hip hop. And he put his own little beat over it, but you could tell it was an acapella, man. I think he edited that beat over this junk, but man, that was hard.
Hey yo, 1, 2. I get to flipping and nobody can hold me like dyslexia or cerebral palsy with styles. Y'all niggas know me and how. I drop the physical science on your whole lines. Try what? I shoot to kill like motherfucking Mad Lion. Who is this doing this synthetic type of alpha beta psychedelic fucking motherfuckers? Emphasis from the funker bitch, blowing up the spot with the pump rum, shaking pistol grip, losing niggas in the plot. Now I got you out there like Sonny and Cher. I don't give a fuck, niggas gon' make me hurt. Something up in here. You get your ass kicked quick, fast, in a hurry. Fucking with Redman and Keith Murray.
Gotta fuck with that beat though.
Word up, this is the Funk Doctor Spot, Redman, Keith Murray the Fat, and we chillin' on the only video hip-hop magazine show, and the first, word up, out here on the West Coast, son, nobody does it better, 18th letter, DEFSQUAD, and we out, baby. Fuck! Free Latifah's in the house, Q-Tip in the motherfucking house, Black West in the motherfucking house, they come out and watch Eric Sermon do a little something, those my motherfucking fans support me, and my star niggas that support Eric Sermon. So I appreciate that. Yo, Brains in the fucking house. And Donald D, my motherfuckers. Yo, Twin, yo, hook me some shit with a beat so we can walk off this thing.
Just like y'all, like, see, the fans can't see this. There's some heavy production in here. These brothers just interviewing, but all the stuff in the background, y'all ain't seeing these wires and stuff. It's totally different. You don't have to dress technical. You don't have to dress business. You don't have to think that mentality on some other large level to run your situation. Yeah. That's what my whole vision was blind. Got frightened by the numbers, got frightened by contracts, got frightened by words, different phrases. You see contracts? It don't mean nothing. They either have a whole bunch of words in there for the whole situation, but sign here, you get this much. And for this many years, and yo, a royalty or whatever. But there's so much stuff in the back of that, man got you messed up. Don't know what you signing. Yeah, but you know, okay, cool, you understand nothing. So what I do is, my side of the business, I break down to a staff to where I have, 4 people on my staff, my management.
And what he doing, man, he's just breaking down the game to this man. Like, yo, like, they will try to get you on the contract. So some of these dudes that you see out here with, records dropping and stuff, man, they done signed their life away for these records, man. Like, you know what I mean? And done went broke just trying to make a record and be rich. You know what I mean? Strictly off not knowing how to close a deal. So you see a lot of artists nowadays doing the independent, which is what Eric Sermon, even back then, was already, like, his mindset was headed there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm assuming that he was, with this type of mind, he was reviewing his contracts or had an agent review his contracts, but just wasn't sleep on the text within the contract, and that's what you gotta do. But this is just real culture, man. As I said, like, I'm a culture kind of like nerd, man, and coming in here and just spitting on whatever, like the gaming, the hip hop, the wrestling, whatever it may be. I just want to really focus on the authenticity of all the arts and keep it on the authentic level to where new talents and newer peers arise and want to be authentic, but not only authentic, but original and in their own lane and really get it how they see it, but not immorally. You know what I mean? Not immorally, not taking people's crafts and, saying heisting people's crafts. Really just focusing on building within themselves and translating that to their art, you know what I'm saying, to where we get an authentic look. And it's not always going to please everybody, you know what I'm saying. I feel, especially in the wrestling era, you can't even have a clear heel no more, because the heel want to please the fans just as much as the baby face. So that's a whole other topic. But right here you can tell these three MCs, Eric didn't really spit, but even him, man, they all three got their own type of flows and own type of flavors, and that's what I look for when it comes to true hip hop. Let's let it wrap up, man.
And the record label, and like Muscle Simmons told me, he said, Eric, whatever you do, never get too big. I said, okay, great. He said, I don't care if you have 1,000 artists, never get too big. Always stay small, independent, and own yours.
And that's why you ain't seen much of it, man, because, again, it's just that real knowledge that people need, but that's not what people see, and it's a shame, man, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people out here growing growing misinformation like weeds. You know what I mean? And we gotta be a new breed for real. And hold the keys, start that ignition, man. Feel the breeze. You feel me? But yeah, this is some old hip hop shit, some old classic shit I seen back in the day, and it just kind of popped up in my mind. Like, man, that shit hit me on a spiritual level. Just seeing those two brothers really hit the mic differently, just in amidst the crowd, just saying whatever and taking it past the, you know what I'm saying, not being afraid to raise the consciousness. People nowadays is too scared to raise the consciousness. They so simplistic with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Q-Tip has a great line. What's he say? He said, any other day I could have just spotted it out. He say, man, I'm gonna find that line for y'all, man. I'm gonna bring it back. I might even just play the whole song because it's such a fire line. But he's talking about not being I don't really mind if it's over your head, because the job of resurrectors is to wake up the dead. That's the line, man. I don't really mind if it's over your head, and that's what I'm getting at. Like, when they came to the mic, man, like, now you see people trying to keep the cadence so simple so people can follow, and that's cool. Like, there's a time for that as well, but, you know what I'm saying, really making minds advance and keep up with you, and really, like, expanding the listening, not only within just the sound waves, but the mental waves, you know what I mean? So I don't really mind if it's over your head, because the job of resurrectors is to wake up the dead. Hey, and that's what I'm going to leave it on, man. Hopefully you enjoyed this, man. This is D's World. Like and subscribe. Yo, keep God close. And this is your host, Drone.
Yo, you check this out? Pile up. To reach that strand.